Right, that's the start of the Pennine Way, and yeah, it's a little bit busy this morning, so I'm going to have to switch that round and just show you. Yeah, end of the school holidays, June the 1st, so it's going to be quite busy. And that's it. I thought this would have been a bit more. Oh, they've taken the gate off. Must be broken. It's fair enough. Right, just up to Crowden today, to the campsite. Yeah, try not to make a mess of it like I did last year. Oh, that was, yeah, I planned it all and then took too much kit, bad weather and a bad stomach. Oh well. Yeah, still is what it is, and here we are now.
Average pace 20:04.
I forgot to turn that off my Garmin. I've got that, I did a recce of an ultra that we've got coming up on the 6th and 7th of July, the Dales Highway in one go. It's a 90 miles, and I need to get from Saltaire up to Pfizer, which is mile 41, in 12.5 hours, which for me would be averaging 3.5 miles an hour, and at 63, pushing it a bit. Of course I won't be carrying 10 kilos of kit like I am now. I'll only be carrying about 4.5, and yeah, but once I get up to Pfizer, of course, it'll be steady away. I'll have 23 hours to do 49 miles, but the kicker is that there's 14,600 feet of climbing, and that's going to take me, crikey, well I did 20 miles the other day, 19 miles the other day. I did Settle to Ribblehead Viaduct, and there was 4,500 feet of climbing in that, and there was only 3 miles where you go up onto Ingleborough and come down the other side, which was a bit rough, and I averaged 19-minute miles there. But that, of course, was after Pfizer. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll put it away and film a bit more later. There we go. Easy peasy. Get up this. And yeah, I think it levels off then, I think, memory serves. I think that'll do for filming that, as it's gets a little bit more steep. Should be a 360 on that. It's nice, isn't it? 180. Yeah. That'll do it. Right. I thought I'd record a little bit more. Yeah. That's so lovely. It's been very, very windy. And yeah, I've been umming and ahhing whether to put my jacket on, but seems to have died down a bit now. But, and I've dropped down to around about 2.5 miles an hour. And I forgot to turn off my average pace warning, which she's belting out every 10 minutes on top of my mileage. So yeah. A lot of day walkers out today. Yeah, and why not? Lovely part of the world. Hiya.
Hello.
Right. Hi, mate. Most of them say hello, but some of them perhaps are just a bit too tired to, yeah, or they don't want to, you know, not in the mood. Yeah, so 6 miles done, 10 to go, 10 a bit maybe. And it's what, it's cracking on for about 11:30. Try to think of what that's, another 4 hours, 4 and a bit hours, maybe a bit more if I stop. Now then we turn right here. Yeah, we don't want to go over edge of cliff. Here we are, look. Finally a nicely defined path. And it's been a bit hard over the last, the rocks. You come up Jacob's Ladder, or crawl up as I did, and having to stop every 100 yards or so, catch my breath. And it's just huge boulders, and there's no clearly defined path. So it's dead easy to get lost, just to wander off, just for a little bit. But yeah, we're back on it now. You can clearly see a lot of walkers on this path, and I think it drops down, back down into the valley, and then there's another climb up then. Is that up Bleaklow? Or have I got the wrong day? Anyway, so let you have a little look at that. Yeah, that's what you're missing, sat at home. Right, I'll film a bit more later. Here we go. Right, just past mile 15, past all the peat bogs. So a little bit steep now, coming downhill, and a bit rocky, but I'd rather this than all the peat bogs. Oh dear me, the path just ends, and then you get lost because you just wander off, thinking the path's going one way, and actually Garmin's saying the other. Right. So yeah, but you can see the reservoir there, and if you look to the right hand side of the reservoir, if I remember rightly, that's you cross over it on the left, and you go through that wood that's just at the just dead opposite really, almost at the water's edge. You go through that from left to right, and the campsite is somewhere over there, if memory serves. I know it's only a couple of miles, so get there in an hour. Oh yeah, I haven't been going very quick today. I think she keeps shouting at me, does Garmin, and telling me my average pace every 10 minutes, and I think it's dropped to, or risen to, depending on your view, to 23 minute miles. But that's but that's times 15 miles. And I haven't bothered stopping to brew a cup of tea. It's just been too windy really. Most of it, especially up on the top at Kinder Scout. and from there, but as you cross the A57 you come up and you're now hitting around about mile 10. It's, yeah, mile 10, mile 11, you've got a reasonably marked, well marked path, then all of a sudden it stops and you're into the peat bogs. And yeah, and there's those little streams which moss tends to grow over, so that you don't know where you're putting your feet, whether it's going to be dry or a wet foot. Anyway, right, I'm going to put this away now and try and negotiate this steep hill. Right, okay, chat to you soon. Right, so that wasn't too bad a day. Nice warm one. Apart from the peat bogs and they're getting lost. Just waiting for my pizza now. And yeah, then I'm going to have an early night and kick off again at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, I've stopped at this campsite before, Crowden. It's one of those camping and caravan clubs, but they don't mind if you, they like you to be a member, but they're not too bothered if you're not, most of them. So yeah, the only bad thing is there's no signal down here. So there is, it's very faint and it's intermittent. So yeah, I mean, technology's not, it's not the be all and end all, is it? It's not the end of the world if you don't have it. So yeah, right, all then, I will chat to you tomorrow. I'll just give you a look around this campsite. Yeah, nicely pitched, I think. Took me a while because the ground, there must be rocks and that underground, under this under the grass. Obviously there's rocks underground, you wally. Honestly, don't get old. And yeah, so happy enough. Right, alright then, chat to you soon. Right, morning and welcome to day 2 of my Pennine Way trip. So yeah, good night last night. Apart from the ground was a bit hard, and that jury's still out on whether taking a folding camping mat over an inflatable mat is which is the better option. There's pros and cons on either side. So, but I think that ground was particularly, well, it was hard. It was really hard to drive the tent nails in. I had to borrow the hammer from the site manager, so you can see how bad it was. But yeah, early start, 8 o'clock away. Should be just 12 and a half miles today, down to Edale. I've got a B&B booked there. So yeah, midges were eating me alive this morning. Oh, but yeah, got a few donations to my channel, to my Just Giving page. The link is in me on the photo on my YouTube channel. So yeah, weather report supposed to be about 17 degrees today. Looks a bit overcast. Not overcast, it's like low-lying mist. But yeah, feels warm. Sun's out. Okay, I'll film a bit more later. Oh dear, those last two miles. Really taking it out of me, and I've had a bloody kit disaster. But right, that's where we are. Lovely, very nice. A lot of false climbs, a lot of rocky underfoot, very rocky. Yeah, one of my poles, I've managed to break it. So what I'm going to do is go get myself to Hebden Bridge, and then a quick trip back to Leeds and return same day. Yeah, to get some, thank God I've got some replacement sticks, but I thought these would do, but there you go. Okay, I'm going to crack on. Right, we are going very, very slowly at the moment. I've dropped down to 2 miles an hour. Oh, crikey. Yeah, tired. They're just short, sharp hills. Really took it out of me. But it's just flat and windy now. And I'm hoping it drops back down. And the second hope of today is that, well, it's Sunday, isn't it? I'm hoping that the T-Wagon is working today on, is it 637 or the 657? Yeah, it's quite, I know it's, from the last time I tried this, it's at mile 7, so I've only got a couple of miles to go, and that'll be over halfway for today, which is good. I'm not happy about having to get the train home from Hebden tomorrow and back again. That's just wasting time. But I think a round trip, crikey, a round trip's going to take me about 5 hours. Yeah, Hebden to Leeds, Leeds to my house, get my sticks, come back. Yeah, at least 5. Oh, anyway, got some nice views over the valley now. Oh, a bit of a reward for that effort. Right, I don't think you could see this. No, that's not much better. That's only 2 times magnification, so fortunately you won't get to see a lot anyway, and this camera's bouncing all over the place, so yeah, I think I'll put it away for a little while. Right, cheers. Oh dear. Said tried to eat bacon and tomato sandwich up at the A65 snack bag there, and could only get a quarter of it down, so I've got the rest of it wrapped up. Let's get. So coming down to Westenden Head reservoirs now, and then yeah, you come right the way around it, not this little one, but you come further along the valley, and then you have to do a sharp climb up and out, and then we're almost there, because we're almost at mile 7, which means I've only got 5 miles to go. Oh yeah, and then I'll try and repair my walking stick. It's one of the screw-in types, or not screw-in, rather the twist-in, but it's obviously got stuck, and I'm going to try heating it, see if the aluminium poles will expand, but it may melt the plastic inside, so I've got an option tomorrow of getting the train home from Hebden Bridge. So yeah, I may well have to do that. But if I do, it's one of those things. It just means I don't know how long the train takes. A couple of hours from Hebden Bridge back to Leeds, and then 15 minutes each way in the taxi. Yeah, I reckon I've lost about 5 hours rest time. But tomorrow's a 15-mile day. Yeah, all right. No, I couldn't do that on a mountain bike anymore. I can barely move. Today my speed has dropped right the way down. It's been hilly, boggy, peat bogs again. But yeah, I just can't manage the bloody hills these days. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Dales Highway. When does that start? 6th of July. Right. Obviously I won't be carrying 10 kilos of kit. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see. Okay then. Right, well that's the end of day 2, and we're at the accommodations in Edale. It's 2:15 now, and it's taken me just short of 6 hours to get 13.5 miles, which is, yeah, I know, very slow. But in my defence, there are a lot of hills, and yeah, shoulders are aching a bit. So yeah, I'm just going to catch up on my messages and what have you, and try and sort out my broken walking sticks. Otherwise my tent's not going to get pitched, is it? And then I'm in a then I'll be in a right state. Righto, talk to you soon. Right, good morning and welcome to a drizzly day, day 3. 15 miles today into Hebden Bridge, and the good news is that I managed to repair my sticks, or stick rather, walking stick, yesterday, and at the Sunfield stables there, accommodation. Honestly, that if ever you're going to do this walk, I would absolutely advise that you book a room there. Honestly, bloke couldn't do enough for me, and I even decided to ship some stuff home, 1 or 2 items of clothing, and those emergency meals and my tea. So might have been a mistake, I don't know, but I reckon I got at least a couple of pound off, maybe 2.5 pound off in weight there, and it all helps, as you know. So yeah, but yeah, it's just looking a bit drizzly today, but apparently today is a bit easier going over. There's no peat bogs, I'm told. Oh, just met a young lady there, Rebecca. She's doing the whole lot in 14 days, but she's going B&B to B&B, and but she's got a big day today, 26 miles. Having said that, she's not carrying anywhere near half as much as I am. Just the emergency kit, I reckon, food and water for the day, Yeah, that'll get you through, won't it? Yeah. Right. Well, there's not much to see. I'll just show you. You see what I mean? It's yeah. It's going to be like that for a while, I reckon. So yeah, I'll see if it's worth filming a little bit more of the scenery later on, if I can see any. Right, cheers. Okay, this is at the top of, well, I think it's Marsden Moor, or is it still on Saddleworth Moor? But yeah, I just thought I'd take a picture of the view there. It's not bad going now. Yeah, we've got a few, it gets a bit flatter after these rocks, and if I don't stack it on here, and then around the reservoirs, and up towards Stoodley Pike. So yeah, but yeah, it's just been low-lying clouds and a bit of wind, and it's been very drizzly. These clouds are basically water droplets out of this, so it's been a bit wet, but yeah, still going all right. I managed to get to that T-wagon at where you cross, which way are we going now? Where you cross the M62, that was open, so that was good. Had a cup of tea there. Yeah, met one of our lovely doctors. Also walking the Pennine Way. I think she's just behind me, but she's going B&B to B&B. Why not? I think that's the way to do it. And I may actually be looking at my itinerary, seeing if I can get onto booking.com and be a bit cheeky and get some B&Bs, more B&Bs along the way. I mean, I'm on holiday, so yeah, it's not like it's a test of carry your camping kit. You have to use it. No, you don't. Use your common sense. If you're a bit tired and you want a mattress instead of a folding sleeping mat, and yeah, go for it. Right. Okay, these rocks are a bit tricky, so I'm going to film a bit more later. Right, so we've done 10 miles around the reservoirs, and I can see Stoodley Pike just in the distance there, probably about a mile or so away. Yeah, I'm just reminded of this time last year when I was in a terrible state and I had to phone a friend, not a friend, my lovely sister, who is very organised, and she managed to book me a hotel room in Todmorden, where I was poorly all night. So I was just opposite the train station. It was a no-brainer that the walk was over for me last year. So, but this year, yeah, I'm all right, and I've managed to repair. Did I tell you? Oh, I can't remember. Me and the lad at the at Sunfield Stables managed to fix me walking poles, so I don't have to go home and get me reserve pair. So that's good, and yeah, it means I can carry on. And I even boxed up a load of kit for him to post sometime next week. Yeah, so we're all right. It's been a bit windy. That seems to have dropped now. A bit wet this morning. That might be the case for the next week or so. Waterproof's on all the time. But yeah, just give you a view of where we are. It's not so bad. The skies are a bit grey, but hopefully it'll hold off today and tomorrow. So I'm going to be hunting for B&Bs along the route. Something I really ought to have done months and months ago. But you keep putting jobs off, don't you? Until all of a sudden it's time to go. Right. Okay, where are we going? Straight? Yeah. Straight left. Straight and then left. Okay. I'll film a bit more later. No, what? Right, made it. That's Stoodley Pike, in case you didn't know. Monument to the Battle of Waterloo, built in 1855, fell down 10 years later and then rebuilt. Yeah. Well, Victorian engineering. Now then, we turn sharp right here. It's got to be along that path up there. So, yeah. Hiya. So there we are. So the Hebden Bridge is off to, hang on, you just can't see it. Well, you still can't see it because of that, there's a little dip there. It's not the light green field behind, in front of that, it's the one to the right. Yeah, that's where I'm heading, into Hebden Bridge for tonight. But yeah, it's still a little windy. You just can't read that insignia. No, it's been up there. It's been up there that long. I'd have to Google it. Yeah. There are stairs going up to the top apparently. But I'm not about to do something as daft as that. So yeah, just crack on. And yeah, I think the route drops down and over the canal, and then I'd have to go take a right along the canal for a couple of miles. Instead, what I'm going to do is when I put this away, I'm going to take a sharp right off the track and drop down. Instead of doing the left and right, I'm going to cut a few miles off and get into Hebden Bridge, because I'll have to do them tomorrow morning along the canal and then back up that switchback through the wood. Yeah. Right. Okay then. And there it is, Hebden Bridge. Lovely little village. Yeah, right in the valley. So we're going to have to come out of that tomorrow, and I think, if I'm right, it's dead opposite. You can see the woods there. I have to climb up those, so I'll go along the canal for a couple of miles and then just climb upwards onto the moor. Yeah, and then I think it's is it Haworth Moor? I know that's the way we're going, towards Haworth, and then tomorrow night staying at Pondon Mill. There's a little reservoir there and a little campsite. So yeah, that'll be alright. yeah, made good time today with a 7 o'clock start this morning, and there haven't been any serious climbs or peat bogs. So yeah, it's amazing the time you can make up with the different terrain. Anyway, the wind's dropped, so that's good. And I don't have to go home to Leeds to get my spare set of poles. Things are only getting better. Right, well, I'm going to have a nice relaxing couple of hours in Hebden before I have to get to the B&B. So I will try and edit this. Yeah, this will be, this is end of day 3. Is it? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, it's Monday now, isn't it? Oh crikey, I'm losing days. Yeah, day 3. Righto. Just wondering if this is the actual Hebden Bridge. The bridge after which the town was named after. Yeah. Of course you go along the canal. You're on the canal, aren't you? Of course you are. Lovely. That'd be one of the bridges anyway. Right. Gotta get me map reading skills sorted. One of the paths was blocked off there, so I had to take a bit of a diversion. They're doing what the farmers did on the Yorkshire Rose Way. When they become unused, or the builders go, right, people can go around this, and we'll build along here. We'll block that path off. And so they do. Yeah. Right. Come a bit more later.